Well, this morning we are catching up with the San Diego Regional Chamber of Commerce. They are busy. Here to tell us more what the Chamber has been up to recently and what's next, Executive Director of Public Affairs, Justine Murray. Justine, thanks for coming in.
Thank you so much for having us.
Nice to see you again. I believe last time you were here, you were about to take off to Washington, D.C.
Yes.
You guys were busy there on that trip. Walk us through who went there, how they represented San Diego, and what some of the wins were.
Yeah, we were definitely busy. It was our 16th annual delegation trip to Washington, D.C. We are proud we had our biggest group ever, 174 members with us. So
wow.
That's business leaders, community leaders. We had 17 elected officials, Mayor Todd Gloria, Mayor Paloma Aguirre, San Diego City Council President Sean Elo Rivera.
Wow.
Really the purpose of that trip is for us to showcase really what makes San Diego so great, why our binational mega region is a powerhouse. And it also gives us an opportunity to really fight for some resources, some investment, some support from our federal partners.
What were some of the big takeaways that you brought, the concerns there, or that you really wanted to hammer home? What were some of the wins?
Yeah, so you can imagine with the 174 people, we're busy. We divided and conquered, had meetings with so many different departments, different leaders. But if I had to choose one big win, one big takeaway, it'd be our progress on the Tijuana River Valley.
Great.
The last time we were here, we talked about it. We know it affects business, residents, and there's a lot of buy-in from our federal partners. We got commitments from the EPA administrator to visit the Tijuana River Valley. Hasn't come in years. So see it on the ground. We learned new funding streaming sources from the CDC to potentially fund that project. And we also got really great feedback from some top aides at the White House who we were impressed. We didn't even have to brief them on the issue. They were fully bought in, ready to be partners with us.
Yeah, we've been doing plenty of stories on it over the past few decades. It's been an issue that people are sick down there. Beaches are closed. I'm assuming you guys are hearing some of the frustrations. You brought that to D.C. to let people know about it.
Definitely, and I think that's the powerful thing about our D.C. trip too, having your business leaders and your elected officials come together, because really we can drive home really real issues with some tangible examples and real big asks.
A big meeting with the congressional delegation here, along with the chamber. What was discussed there, and what was the takeaway? Yeah,
so last month, we brought SD to D.C. Last week, we brought D.C. to San Diego.
Okay,
so we had our Congressional Luncheon. It's an annual event we do downtown at the Omni Hotel. About 400 people were in attendance. We brought all 5 of our congressional representatives to a luncheon where they basically talk about their priorities for the year, and we are able to ask them questions about probably the most pressing issues to us. We covered things like immigration, childcare, cost of living, housing, the bipartisan divide, and it's really incredible and great energy to have all 5 of them in one room.
You're really trying to get those funds and bring awareness to the big issues here.
Exactly, and they do a great job in D.C. for us, but to have that FaceTime with them here is really impactful for our members.
And next up for you guys are going to be fighting for small businesses, small business administration, other local companies up in Sacramento.
Yep.
Talk about that trip and what you're hoping to accomplish there.
Yeah, so in June, we're doing our annual delegation trip to Sacramento. It's a lot like D.C., where we're going to talk to state leaders and state elected officials about the San Diego region. Some of our big priorities for this year are retail theft. There's a lot of movement for that at the state.
Absolutely.
Housing, transportation, small business support. And it's a great opportunity for us to showcase San Diego again, but to our state partners.
Yeah, a lot of small businesses out there concerned for safety with these smash and grabs that have been having.
Yep.
You guys have voiced their concerns on behalf of them.
We definitely have, and we've been participating at the state level with the Assembly on Public Safety, really trying to make sure San Diego's businesses are at the table.
Justine, is there a link that we can get people to the chamber if they have an issue or they want their voice to be heard or if they just want to see what you guys have been up to?
Definitely. So you can check out our website. We also have social media. And please, if you're interested, register. Our Sacramento trip is the 17th and 18th.
Great.
But if you have any questions, want to get involved, please reach out to us.
Justine, appreciate everything you do at the chamber.
Thank you so much.
All right.